You're tuned in to the Kings of Comedy of Baltimore, the Howard G. and Ricky Shackleford Show on the Coyoteman Show Network. You're tuned in to the Kings of Comedy of Baltimore, the Howard G. and Ricky Shackleford Show on the Coyoteman Show Network.
Comedy, Baltimore style. I'm your man Howard G.
I'm comedian Ricky the Real Deal Shackleford.
And we are here live in full effect, baby. It's Wednesday. You know what time it is.
It's hump day.
Hump day, hump day.
Got to get over the hump.
That's right.
We got to get over the hump.
Before I get to our guests, I'm doing great, man. Had a great weekend. We had nice sold-out shows at the Cafe 12. Shout out to all the people that came out to see us at Cafe 12.
Not one Coyote member showed up.
Not one.
Chicken George came.
Yeah, Roscoe. Yeah.
Chicken and waffle.
Yeah, Coyoteman, his show network staff had free tickets. They didn't show up for some apparent reason. I guess they was busy doing something with NBC.
No, next time they're going to be free to buy them. You can buy these tickets free.
And that could have been a big plug for the Coyoteman show network.
Pitch Packed had a great show and great headlining job by Owen Funderburk the third. The third, second, fifth, and ninth, and all that good stuff.
So stay tuned for the big birthday bash for Ricky the Real Deal Shackleford coming up Friday.
You better tell somebody, because if you don't get a ticket, you're not getting in.
May the 13th.
13th at the American Legion Hall.
In Towson.
2 shows.
That's right, with Pudge, Rose, our headliner. It's going to have an awesome time.
Yeah, but also, man, let's don't overlook all that talent going to be there that night.
That's right.
All the comedians done built themselves up to the different. They're going to a new level. Going to a new level. But so make sure y'all check that out. We'll talk about it a little later on Friday.
Speaking of comedians, we got some comedians in the house.
The comedians.
Two beautiful female comics. One who we trying to get, our agent haven't talked to their agent yet and make the deal go through yet. We trying to get her.
That agent in Ukraine.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he in Ukraine take care of some business. But when he come back, hopefully we work something out.
You know what I'm saying? But let's introduce these young ladies, man. All the way to my right. Let's go right to left. All the way from PG County, folks. I want y'all to make it feel good. Give it up to actress and comedian,
model.
I'm saying stripper.
Thank y'all so much.
Stripper.
Dishwasher.
Don't do that. I appreciate that, y'all. Thank
give it
you.
up for Lakeisha Poole, y'all.
Thank you.
Love, y'all. Everybody in the house tonight. And let's get her in while we're doing Howard. You introduce the next one.
This next comedian, man, she has paved her way in Baltimore. She's traveled all the country. Every time I see her, she's in the flyers in New York, New Jersey, Chicago.
Glen Burnie, she in Glen Burnie a lot,
She in Cherry Hill. She's everywhere.
Yeah.
She's making a name for herself, and she don't hold her tongue for nothing. Nothing.
I saw her down in Lexington Market with some gizzards.
Well,
Girl, what's he gonna do with this?
Infamous Ray
Diva. Y'all give it up for Ray
yeah.
Diva.
So Ray, did you drop the Diva? Is it just Ray?
it's not. I didn't drop the diva, and upon me getting more counsel,
Right.
I'm gonna go. I had to get counsel. I'm gonna go to Ray Diva O'Neal.
There you go.
Okay.
yeah.
Because that way she's trying to cross over to the white circuit, folks.
I
That's
don't know
what
if
happened.
it's the white circuit or if I'm just trying to
Mature.
Yes. Get more money.
More money into the white circuit.
Yeah.
When you cross over the mainstream, you get more money, folks. That's what's happening. Quote unquote, Ray Diva O'Neal.
Yes.
Glad you're here, Ray. Also, Lakeisha too.
Yeah, thank you.
We want y'all to tell us what's going on, Lakeisha. We're gonna start in this bout. Hey, look, don't hesitate to jump in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Lakeisha, tell us what's going on with you.
How you get started?
How you get started?
Right.
How I get started? Oh my gosh! So I tell this all the time, and in the '80s, I did a TV show called Wow in DC on WDCA TV,
All right.
and when you grow up in a city of DC, they give us a lot of opportunities to do a lot of things. So I did a lot of plays and theater, and got back into theater and acting in 2016. Stepped into their comedy world, y'all comedy world, a little bit, and I've been loving it. What I got going on so far, I've been doing a lot of plays, hosting, working with you guys forever, and then hosting the Baltimore comedy fashion shows and just doing everything. It's been a blessing. And the people that I've met over the years has just been nothing, especially this sister right here.
Well, since you mentioned that sister right here, we're going to do what I call premium blend. We're going to let y'all jump in together.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the diva, Ray Diva.
Go ahead, Ray.
Hey,
So, come on, Ray. Tell us where you started, girl. Tell us
That's
where
right.
you
Right, all began.
I can't lie. I was getting prostituted and by Howard and Ricky for a spell.
There's some
Take
hoes
these
in
tickets.
this house.
Take these
There's
tickets,
some
girl.
hoes in this
Listen,
house.
hey, that was a part of the grind, and I don't
Yes.
regret it.
That's
Not
right.
1 second of it. Because that was the things that built, your character as a comedian.
And confidence.
And your confidence, and just knowing if this is something you want, you gotta work for
Gotta
it.
work
Right.
for it.
Right.
Now, granted, when I came in, Howard and Ricky, y'all were the ones doing y'all thing. But of course, you got people who are going to say, oh, don't sell no tickets for them. Come do this open mic. Come do this open mic. They prostituting you. But when you're young, when you're new to the game, you don't mind being prostituted some. You gotta go through the ranks.
Gotta be a hoe a little
you gotta
bit.
pay your dues.
Just a little bit.
Because listen, if you don't get prostituted by them, you're going to get prostituted by somebody.
The white man.
Let's just be clear.
That's right.
This business, you're going to be used.
You're going to be used.
You're going to be used.
right.
That's a part of the game. But
Look at that camera set up, Rose, right there.
you're going to be used.
Yeah.
But with you being used, at some point in the being used, you're growing and you're developing as an artist. You're learning the game. You're learning the ropes. And I'm sorry, this is the only business where you can learn to appreciate your abusers. Rick, you are right. Rick,
I have to agree with
You
her.
need to love us.
You
You
know
need to
what?
love us.
It ain't even just in a comedy game. Just even doing theater over the last few years and acting. The people that I've worked with for over 5 or more years that I've established those relationships. So I always tell people to build those relationships because that's your foundation, right? But even when I do theater, when I first started out, I did a film. I didn't get paid for it. I went to Atlanta. I found out I love theater more. I had to sell tickets.
That's right.
So it's not just comedy game.
That's right.
It's on the acting side too. You want to promote yourself, and until you get a name for yourself, you know what I mean.
And we appreciate y'all sharing it and keeping it 100.
That's right.
Because everybody just like is given to them. Nobody starts out as a professional comedian. Nobody. I'm not done. I've seen young David Chappelle running through the club. This boy is 15
years old.
and he had a stand-up act then. But he had to work to get to that point. So we appreciate that, though. But Ray, tell us some of the cities you done been in, because you've been doing a lot of travel.
I've just been everywhere. Vegas, Arizona, Cali, Jersey, Philly, New York, Syracuse. It goes on. Y'all know this business.
Sure.
Once you go to so many cities, sometimes you don't even remember, per se, the city, because you don't even see the city sometimes. You go, you do your shows, you work, you sleep. The next day, you out of there because you really want to be home. You want your money. I know some comics that like being on the road.
I know. They love traveling.
In hotels. And I'm like, I'm not about the hotel life.
Right.
Now, Ray, I got to say this. I've seen you grow in the business, and I've seen you recently. I noticed that you're not as angry as you used to be. Because before, when you first started, you was mean.
I was mean.
You was a
mean comic. You was like,
you scared me, and I don't know.
I'm sorry.
And a lot of women want to fight you and this and that and stuff like that.
We always got to talk about the fight.
But you getting mature now. You feel professional now.
I'm mature and I'm understanding that the business is the business.
That's
and
right.
don't take it personal. Once you start taking everything personal, then you've already lost because it's a personal sort of I feel like stand-up is like a cult.
Right.
And it's unspoken rules and rules that they are the rules, but people don't speak of the rules. It's hierarchies, it's cliques, it's groups, it's a cultist like.
But that's a good
profession.
question. What about cliques? You've been part of, and keep it real. I want people to know how we roll sometimes. Have you been part of a clique?
I don't feel like I've been part of a clique. Am I linked up with people that I like?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. Sure.
I don't feel that it's clique-ish. Some people on the outside looking in may say that it's a clique. But to me, it's not a clique because I'm willing to work with anybody who wants to work with me.
Right.
No judgment. I just like funny. And that's it. And I like people who are about their business. If you're in comedy to get a date, If you're in comedy to get clout, if you're in comedy because you're just a fucking loser, I don't have time for none of this shit. I want to be around people who love this and making it a business and aspire to be great. That's it.
Well, here's my thing to you, Keisha. What about clickers? I want to know.
You know what? Y'all already know I roll solo. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, because I love my life and I love everything. I like to be in control of what's happening for me. Does that mean at some point that I won't go city to city, but I'm a mom first? Mm-hmm. You understand? So I got my last child, he's 14. I got my other 3 on their way to enjoy their lives, right?
I got to give
my oldest is 26.
Both of y'all the baby makers.
So I really don't.
I really don't do this.
Right. So I don't do the click thing. I'm 47.
Wow.
I'm out of some clicking stuff, right? Nobody has time for that. But what I will say is that when I stepped into the comedy world 4 years ago,
sure.
I will say that I've noticed a lot of things, and we talked about this on another show, where it's hard for women.
It is.
And when you are an attractive woman,
sure,
it's hard.
Right.
You know, you want to do what you do, and you want people to come at you and respect you. That doesn't always happen. You understand me?
Sure.
And I can't do the click thing because I like to roll how I want to roll, right? But then you also have to let your guard down too, to let other people in, so because we can all eat together. But that's our culture. We don't know how to let our guard down, and we can grow and eat together.
Well, I got another question for both of y'all, because you're going to see this. How do you handle hecklers?
Oh, I shut them down.
Oh, yeah.
But y'all I be pulling out guns and shit.
You said comedians now.
Right. No, I'm sorry. I'm not even on that shit no more. Well, yes I am. But not in a bad way. I be like, I got my fanny pack. Don't think you're going to slap this shit out of me. You got me fucked up. But no, hecklers are something that experience being around people like Howard and Ricky. Yeah. That's how you handle hecklers.
Most definitely.
Because y'all teach us how to do it.
Well, even to you, Lakeisha, what about now?
You know what? I will tell you for real. I'm not out there as deep as Ray or you guys, but I really have not ran into a heckler. I may run into somebody that may be a little bit intoxicated, or like I said, when you're a woman, you're attractive. You may have another woman that's out there that might want to hate. So you just learn. So as an actress or actor, we are taught to improv. Right. So you kind of one thing I always remember is be a professional. Yep. I don't let nobody take you out of your character and out of your zone.
Well, here's another question, Miss Zone Keeper.
Don't take me out of my zone.
You taking me out of my show. What you talking about, Willis?
Right.
No, but I'm asking these questions because I want them to see the inside edition for the women. People think, because you're cute, it's going to work all the time. Here's the question. Have you ever bombed out? Be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I bombed, but I've never gotten booed. And somebody on internet was saying every comic get booed. No, I've bombed, but I've never gotten booed. Now, people have gotten quiet on me. They done pulled out their laptops and iPads and shit and then started whole conversations on my ass. But I've never gotten booed.
Yeah,
I've definitely bombed.
Never gotten booed. But you know what? This is how I treat my life too. I look at my life. I've never gotten booed, but I know when to shut it down. I know when to get off stage and close it out, right? But never got booed. But that doesn't mean that I have had my best moments. But those are always learning opportunities, right?
Right.
And that sets me on fire because I'm be like, next time I'm and next time, and then when I sit around you guys and y'all give me pointers, it make me come back even harder. So I love it. I don't got a dick, but you know what I mean?
Because ain't nobody gonna tell me that was hard.
I'd like to know why you mentioned the dick.
Oh, that's right.
Are you missing something in your wallet? Wait a minute. What's in your wallet?
Nobody should really have to tell you when you're on that stage eating a dick and crashing and burning. You know when
to get old.
When you crashing and burning.
Like somebody told me, you see are the people laughing? No. Did you feel the laughter? No. Well, to get the fuck off the stage.
Exactly. That's my time, y'all. Y'all been great.
This the one that gets me with the up and coming new ones. How did I do? You ain't coming back? That's how you done.
Unfortunately, I've gotten to a new comedian. How did I do? You were great. Keep at it. I don't have time to be going through no shit with no people and their comedy skills.
Yeah.
It don't work for me because I've done it too much for too many people who never, really appreciated it.
Yeah. And now, Ray, you got a female troupe. Tell us about the troupe.
She More Funny.
She More Funny. It's a group that you put together, right?
Yeah, it's a group of 4 females, all different, very different.
What makes them different? I mean, talk
because we all have different styles. Okay. Different styles of comedy, different content. We approach comedy different. You have myself, you have Maria Sanchez, you have D-Lo, and you have comedian Woo Woo. And D-Lo and Woo Woo are the newest girls to comedy. But they are funny and they have a perspective and they're professional and they want this to happen.
But do you guys swap when you're headliner? Who's the headliner?
Because I can see you and Maria Sanchez about the same.
We swap, but for the most part, I headline it, Maria may host it. Because sometimes Maria is very funny.
Right.
Dangerous.
But Maria, sometimes you have to want to be in a listening mode. All of her stuff. You get a D-Lo go up before. D-Lo is fiery.
Right.
I'm fiery. So once you get up and you put D-Lo before Maria and you put me before Maria, her material is solid, but sometimes it's a little laid back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And not that she can't follow us. It's just that we like to keep the momentum going.
So you're saying your energy level is different.
Our energy level.
So she's basically more dry humor.
Right. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm on a 10. I came back with a vengeance. I'm on a 10.
I just saw you this past Sunday. Right.
I mean, not even that. It's just that I've gotten new material I didn't even get a chance to do on Sunday.
Right.
But I feel like I'm finding myself and my voice. Yeah. And sometimes that takes time in stand-up.
How many years do you have in now, Rick?
This is 12. This is year 12.
And I'm glad you said that because it takes 10 to 12.
8 to 10, yep.
You see, it takes that time. Yourself, yep. Because and I think the biggest hurdle that you had was when you went out of town. See, out of town builds your confidence.
Yes.
You see, and sometimes we don't want to come back to Baltimore, but you can't run from Baltimore.
And Baltimore is a hard city. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. And if you can make Baltimore people laugh, people want to know why we go out of town. We go out of town, we rip because it's like a piece of cake because they train you here. This is like the gym. They train you. It's like prison. Yeah. So once you out, you like ripping places up.
Yeah, I've been working with you guys for about 4 years, and especially Howard and I talked like in the end of 2017, 2018, when I just started getting into this. And when y'all took me to Vulcan Blazers with you, whoa, let me tell you something. I've been back I think I've been there like 3 or 4 times. And that first time I was like, whoa.
Right.
They ain't playing over there. Right. That's the only toughest spot I found.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah. One of the things about comedy that a lot of comedians got to understand, if you've been to that room once, the room ain't going to change.
Right. That's right.
The bottom line, you have to make yourself comfortable. Make yourself comfortable in the room. That's the key.
So. Know your audience. That's right. Armando taught it a long time ago. Learn your audience.
Being able to read your audience is key to a successful set. I know when I came in the game at like year 2 and 3, I was fired. I didn't care. But once I started to care about a set, I slowed down, because saying something and coming off the top of your head and being funny and being fiery to transition into now, I need to build a set. I need to have 45 minutes of the material that I can say again and again and again that's going to work. It takes you into a different space sometimes, and I struggle with who I am and who I was on stage for about 3 to 4 years.
Right. And remember, Ray, I was the first one to approach you about doing a clean set in churches and stuff. Remember?
Yeah.
And Ray said, no, I can't do no church. And then years later, you're like, I'm ready for a church now.
Well, that goes back to what y'all was just saying. You got to know your audience. Yeah. Mainstream is, of course, is different than churches.
Right.
Black humor and mainstream is 2 different audiences. So one of the things you got to know what you can. It's almost like having a strategy going into a show. Oh, I'm going to do X, Y, Z, boom. If you've seen one audience before, you're going to see it again.
Right.
Don't ever think that, it ain't coming back. So I just try to let comedians know that just prepare yourself, be ready, and don't take your audience for granted. Don't ever take them for granted like they supposed to laugh because they say comedian. some nights you're gonna earn that laugh.
Yeah,
that's right. And you gotta work for it too.
You gotta work for it. So.
Hey Rick, we must have had no break no time. So we might go there chilling like he eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So, look,
I think it's the comedy hour, bro.
Right. So ask that question you want to ask something about role playing and different movie roles.
And I know that Lakeisha is an actress just as well and Ray's actress.
Yes.
And I've seen your stuff on TikTok or whatever you presented. What will you do for money?
When you say what would I do for money?
I'm gonna ask the question. What will you do for money? Will you play a lesbian? I call them bull daggers.
So will we play a lesbian role?
Would I play a lesbian for money?
And you gotta kiss the woman.
How much money?
Kiss her for money.
How much money is it?
It's gonna be probably a couple of thousand because of scale.
I mean, if it's acting, it is what it is. Yeah, I would do it. Absolutely.
My limit is I'm not kissing no animals. I'm not doing no. I don't like dogs. I'm not kissing your dog in the mouth. I'm not no animals. But anything other than that,
we didn't ask for the white girl.
Yeah, because
I can't believe that. Right? You don't like animals at all. You don't kiss no animal, right? There's no puppies or nothing you would kiss.
I don't kiss animals.
Not for that cool million. Cool million, you won't tickle his Elmo?
Y'all better wash him off real good. Right before the kissing scene.
Why did we end up in COVID? With the Wuhan and all that? Where did we get this from? Animals, so they say. Right. No, I wouldn't touch them animals either. Absolutely not.
Really? Me too, Keisha? I thought you like dogs and stuff like that.
I got a dog. I ain't a good pet owner.
We're going to keep y'all out the kernel. But listen, my question is, what about interracial, like whites, or would you have a
interracial relationship?
Not the relationship, but a role that you have to make out? Because a lot of people don't want to cross that line. So would you?
Why not?
Would you do a love scene with a white man?
Turn my seat this way.
I would do a love scene with a white man, Asian man, midget. I mean, it's a role. It's a role. Like people acting is a role.
Sure.
And I mean, I'll do a role with a white person, and I don't really, I would say like that.
You know what? For me, I'm a realist, so it's like art is art, regardless of color or whatever, right? So my family, we so mixed. My children are Black and Filipino, and my sister is married to an Italian. My brother's married to a Puerto Rican. Like, we all over the place, right?
Y'all got a damn confused family, right? I hate to be a Thanksgiving.
What I don't like, and I'm going to be honest, is this agenda and this narrative putting Black women with white men that's going on now.
Right.
I think it's a constant effort to break down the Black family structure, to dilute the Black population. I don't like that agenda because it almost feels like they will do anything to make sure that the Black man and woman don't win. Now, if you married to a white man, more power to you. But to constantly put every commercial and every new movie with a Black woman and a white man, like the white man can only be the hero, I don't like that narrative. I really don't.
But you made a good point also, Ray. You made another good point when you said it's a role. So when you take that, if you don't take it, somebody else will take it.
Of course.
So, and I say that because, this world ain't waiting on us no more. And I know we don't want to hear the truth sometimes. They're not waiting on this. Back in the day, you used to call us sellouts, and this guy's selling out because he want to be in. Well, there's a whole lot of folks that sold out, but look at TV now. Look at all the Blacks on TV now. Mm-hmm. So somebody had to take that bullet for somebody to get to that situation is what I'm saying.
Right.
So, it's part of the business. It's called show business.
Show business.
You know what I mean?
Entertaining.
Listen, I've been to New York, Germany, London, and all I'm saying is it's a whole different world over there than it is here.
Over here. But Hollywood has a tendency to be able to change the minds and the thinking of people all over the world. And it's the sickos in Hollywood that put out these narratives about Black people. And, sometimes you got to question, like, why is it that every commercial is a white man with these mixed babies, running all around and fucking, what they got to do in insurance? Like Senator little curly
like Senator
kiss my bubba. Just
kiss my bubba. That's right.
One thing they never did put me with a white woman though.
Yes, they did, huh?
What white person you fell off?
I had one. Okay, I had one. But I got that check. I don't care.
Say the devil and tell the truth.
There you go.
That girl was whiter than a white She was whiter than a white piece of paper.
And they paid me with a white check.
Right. You sold us out. He sold us out.
He sold us out.
Wait a minute, why Larry say I sound like an old slave? No, I don't.
12 years a slave. 12 years a slave. Yeah.
I love my people.
Yeah, but it's okay, and I agree with you on that. But we all have situations in this business because I got 30, 40 years in this business. Can you imagine?
Wow.
My tour and my journey. If you don't say the right things in white clubs, you don't look a certain way in white clubs. So we done took a beating for you guys. I'm telling you what's up.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm a
Ricky like the Rosa Parks in Baltimore.
Listen,
Rosa Parks
I?
Rosa Parks was a chick.
Right. Yeah.
I was ready for you to call me Herman Johnson or somebody.
Ricky was like Mega Evans.
Right. I always say we leave a legacy.
Wait a minute. You was like Fluffy the dog. Oh no, I apologize. Snuggles. That's Snuggles. Remember Snuggles?
Snuggles, yeah.
No, Ray would kiss Snuggles, won't you? You'll kiss
I'll
Snuggles.
kiss Snuggles. I'll kiss Snuggles. Snuggles ain't real.
Red's son from Tongue Down to Snuggles.
I'll kiss Snuggles.
He won't be snuggling after that.
But honestly, as comedians, we have a hard time kissing anybody because at the end of the day, as female comedians, somebody trying to bend us over every time.
That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah, it's
I don't
hard.
want to be bent over. I just want to tell
you just want to work, yeah.
Right.
So the respect is, like I said,
hard for the money.
Right. That men get. I've noticed that. I haven't been in the game as long as Ray. And I've talked to you about that before.
So have you taken one for the team?
Nah, look, that's why. Look, when you see where I'm at, I'm here. I'm here right there. Like,
first of all, let me say I got a drink for both of you. I just want to give you guys a drink.
Yeah, ain't no taking no teams.
There's a
That one for the teams.
There's a pill for Ray and 2 pills for Lakeisha.
I'm still driving. I'm still driving a Chevy, bro.
What is taking one for the team? Now I'm taking a couple for myself. I got the screen. And if the team benefited, then that was the team.
That's what I want.
No, that's right.
Who in the world who cares what happened behind closed doors?
What the hell was that?
I mean, I didn't want to, but I was like, okay, why not?
Hey, look,
when is the show? Okay.
It ain't the closed drawers, it's them dirty drawers.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, guys. Loosen up, have some fun, man. That's why we're here. And everything's a joke from now on. Sometimes we get in a situation, we put comedians on spot and just expect them to be funny. Hey, look, from this point on, say what you feel. Let's have fun, and we're gonna take a break.
No, we're not taking a break. We're going straight through. Straight
Hey,
so tell us, ladies, what y'all got coming up. Start with you, Keisha. What you got coming up?
Oh man, what I got coming up? Fast Eddie's May 8th, Mother's Day. This is a whole another year of doing the Mother's Day paint and comedy.
Where's Fast Eddie's?
In
DC.
County. Yeah, like Allentown Road out that way.
Okay.
And then I'm with you guys for your birthday bash. May 13th. May 18th, I'm sure be somewhere else, and then I have June 11th.
Every nigga but me on this flyer.
Right.
They got every motherfucking comedian in Maryland. Okay.
June 11th, Zone 13 comedy, and then of course, I'm still going back into everything's opening back up now, so I'm getting ready to start doing some more auditioning, going back to theater too.
Well, let's do that. But see, I want to jump back to Ray and what she says she's not on this flyer. Trust me.
I'm not worried about that.
But no,
y'all put money in my pocket.
You sure have.
Yes.
Sure have.
Yes, you
we
have.
put education in your pocket.
Yes, you did.
That's right.
Because what he just said earlier, we see the difference in night and day in you now.
That's right.
Yes.
And I'm happy to see that because I know once you got it, you're going to tear it up.
Right.
I was never worried about because you did the Apollo too, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. That was different. It was different. It was an all-white audience, though. That was the different thing about it.
Right. You get an all-white audience and an all-black
because Brooklyn and New York is changing. Harlem is changing. They gentrified it.
Well, let me say this. But ain't that what we were just saying? Yeah. See, the world ain't waiting on us no more.
It's not.
Anytime you can set the Apollo with an all mainstream crowd, come on, man, get on board this bus. If you don't, you do what you got to do. Look at what Chris Rock just went through.
Yeah,
that's right.
That slap
What did Chris Rock go through?
Well, I'm just saying that's.
He didn't go through shit.
Well,
he got a check. Is what he got.
He got.
Oh, he's definitely getting paid from this right now.
Got a check.
Absolutely.
But I can tell you, he'll say right now, it's my money and I need it now.
That's right.
If he went through something, he would have fought him back. That would have been something to go through.
Yeah, but you know, it's a double standard.
Because Will thought he was King Richard, so he would have beat the dog shit out of Chris. On that stage.
All right, we don't got that much time, guys. I hate to cut y'all off.
We gotta go.
All right, yeah, we straight half-hour show, sweetie. All right, so Ray, what you got coming up?
Oh, I don't even know. Mother's Day, May 8th. Come out, Magooby's Joke House. We got Smokey Suarez, Timmy Hall, Onika McCoon, CJ Cracks, myself. I'm hosting. It's a great show. A Just Jokes production. That's one. I got so many shows. I don't even know, but that one, make it too.
Sure.
It's gonna be good.
What about you, Keith?
The same thing. May 8th, Fast Daddy's out in Allentown Road, PG County. What I just tell y'all, I'm with you on the 13th, May 18th.
All right, put y'all Instagram out there.
Oh my God.
Ray Diva 1 on IG and Ray Diva 2 on IG because I'm trying to build up my little backup page.
Right, and I am Key. I am Key on Instagram. Don't follow me. I'm crazy. I got issues.
And no Facebook?
No, follow her.
No
she puts
Facebook.
up so many cute pictures.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, she does.
Thank God for filters.
I've never seen so much lying in my life.
No, them pictures be so cute.
Her kids be so cute. She has a cute daughter.
Yeah, thank y'all so much. I know they adopted.
That's the Filipino side.
Right, exactly, right.
Some German in there too. Yeah, but also, ladies and gentlemen, coming up on this Sunday, also we have our casting call for the tribute to Sanford and Son.
That's right.
We're looking for folks out there, want to do Esther, want to do Red Fox, want to do Grady and Rollo and the whole crew.
From 1 to 3.
From 1 to 3 o'clock.
6901 Security Boulevard, right here at the Coyoteman Show Network. So come on out.
You're not getting paid. You won't be in no movies or nothing.
You get a chance to go home without getting shot.
That's right.
Right.
Or get bent over.
You won't get bent over.
They don't get bent over that night.
Right.
You girls been doing a lot of bending over
Hey,
there.
I would have had that Mercedes by now, bro.
I know, right?
I'd be Tiffany Haddish. Shoot.
Yeah, it's all we wrote. Bottom line.
Yeah, we're going to wrap it up.
Yeah, man.
All right, once again, come on out.
You.
Thank you guys. Thank our lovely guests.
I want to give it up.
Lakeisha Pohl.
Give it up for Keisha, y'all.
Why y'all for having me, though?
Ray
Diva.
I appreciate y'all.
And I appreciate you, Ray.
And I love Ricky and I love Howard and I appreciate the help.
You can kiss up all you want, but I want to see you headline our room now because I know the difference in day and night.
In June too.
It's a day and night thing for me, and you wouldn't believe it. Showing up to this podcast, it showed me who you was because we did the work. Y'all got to help us too.
That's right.
You understand? See, the town needs this whole village to help us all out. So we appreciate you guys
Don't
coming
forget
out.
to tune in the Coyoteman Show Network.
That's
You
right,
see
man.
all the shows that we've done in the past. Even this show. All right. I'm comedian Howard G.
I'm comedian Ricky, the real deal. Shackleford.
And we are the kings of comedy, Baltimore style, baby.
We the kings.
And we out.
We the kings.
Deuces.
You're tuned in to the Kings of Comedy of Baltimore, the Howard G and Ricky Shackleford Show on the Coyoteman Show Network.
Howard G, Ricky Shackleford.
You're tuned in to the Kings of Comedy of Baltimore, the Howard G and